Now at 6:30 on WKYT this morning, police have made one arrest, but they are still looking for another man after a Southern Kentucky woman was shot in the head.
2 tall dorms on UK's campus will be empty next semester. The university is trying to decide what to do with them.
And American Pharaoh will look to do what has not been done in nearly 4 decades and potentially win the Triple Crown.
Tracking, alerting, protecting. This is WKYT This Morning.
Good morning. It's so nice to have you with us. We hope you had a great weekend and you're ready to go here on this Monday morning. I'm Bill Bryant.
And I'm Rebecca Smith. Hope it was fabulous. It was a great weekend. A lot of stuff going on around town, and it seems that, maybe too much stuff didn't have to be canceled or anything because of the weather, so that was good.
The showers were spotty, for the most part. There were some downpours here and there. Let's check in with meteorologist Micah Harris. A good week is on the way, huh?
Yes, it is. We got to get through today, too. EKU got very lucky with graduation, dodged a couple of storms. The Horse Capital Marathon, not so much. I mean, a lot of them out there that were running got poured on, but these were those pop-up thunderstorms, exactly what we were talking about last week, that some of us get tremendous amounts of rain, some of us do not. Defender shows not much going on, but you got to look back down toward the southwest. Here comes that complex of storms. Going to be rolling through here in the next several hours. 66 outside in Frankfurt. It looks pretty good. I'm not seeing much happening. Today's forecast is 79. Storms start to fire up, especially after that noontime hour is when you can expect most of it. Now, I have your latest forecast and what's back behind that, because that is when it's really nice. Coming up in a few minutes.
All right, here's the latest from WKYT News.
We're tracking a crime alert in Pulaski County where police are looking for a man who they say shot a woman in the head.
That shooting happened yesterday on East Highway 452 north of Somerset. The victim was immediately flown to UK Hospital, and that's where WKYT's Mark Barber has been making some calls this morning and tracking all this down. Mark, who is it that police are looking for right now?
Good morning, Bill. Deputies are looking for Mark Showalter. They say the 55-year-old has been on the run since yesterday morning. They're hoping that a tip will now help them find the man who is wanted in the shooting case. Investigators say that they found a woman suffering from a gunshot wound to the head and home off of Highway 452 in Pulaski County yesterday morning. Deputies tell us when they pulled up to the house, Mark and Timothy Showalter took off in a blue truck. Timothy Showalter was arrested after deputies say they found him at his home in Somerset. Mark Showalter is still on the run. The woman who is suffering from the gunshot wound was rushed to UK Hospital. We called the hospital overnight to check on her, but we're told that an update on her condition is not available. We do know that when she was brought here, she was in critical condition. 34-year-old Timothy Showalter will be arraigned this morning on charges of burglary and complicity to commit assault. As for Mark Showalter, authorities say he is armed and dangerous. He's described as standing 5 feet 10 inches tall and weighing 200 pounds. I'm told he has blue eyes, gray hair, and a beard. Again, investigators are asking anyone with information to call them. Live in Lexington, Mark Barber, WKYT.
Mark, thank you. And new this morning, a death investigation is underway after a body was pulled from Lake Cumberland. The Pulaski County coroner says a boater found the body last night near the Burnside Marina. Right now, the coroner can only say that the victim is male. He's hoping to have more, including the cause of death, after an autopsy later today.
And we are also tracking a Central Kentucky murder case today. 2 of 4 suspects are headed to court for the first time since a man was found shot to death in Clark County. WKYT's Hillary Thornton is there live to explain what we've learned about the case this morning.
Good morning. We've learned that 46-year-old Don Attaway, who was the first arrest made in this case, along with Christy Mattingly, will make their first appearance in court here in Clark County. We also just within the past few minutes have learned that those other 2 suspects who were arrested in Columbus, Ohio, will also make a court appearance today. Now, Attaway's arrest came after police found the body of Roy Combs near a rock quarry as a result of what investigators say they believe was a planned shooting. Following Attaway's arrest, police searched for 3 more suspects, eventually arresting Kurt Garrett, Christopher Coleman, and Christy Mattingly. Kentucky State Police say all 4 were involved in the shooting death of Combs. The suspects are all from Richmond. However, police had to track down Garrett and Coleman outside of the state, with their arrests being made in Columbus, Ohio. And I did just speak with officials with the Franklin County, Ohio jail where Garrett and Coleman are being held, and they tell me that both of those men are scheduled for a court hearing there later today. Meanwhile, Mattingly and Attaway will be arraigned here in Clark County at 9 o'clock this morning. Live in Clark County, Hillary Thornton, WKYT.
Well, we are also following up on a violent crime near UK's campus now that police have made an arrest. So Quan Freeman is accused of breaking into a home last weekend off Suburban Court off Nicholasville Road. Police say he and 3 other men held several people hostage, robbed them, even hit one guy with a gun. Freeman will be arraigned today on burglary and 7 charges of kidnapping.
New this morning, a Lexington woman was badly hurt in a crash on I-64 that happened last night in Montgomery County around the mile marker 121 that's right there near Owingsville. State police say 41-year-old Steve Edens of Lexington lost control of his SUV and hit a rock wall. Now, he was not seriously hurt, but police say his passenger, 67-year-old Jamie Edens, was flown to UK Hospital in critical condition.
New on WKYT this morning, a man faces a charge after police say he tried to light a woman on fire. Lexington police arrested Gilberto Reyes in an apartment on Cambridge Drive. The victim told police Reyes doused her with lighter fluid, then tried to set her on fire. According to court documents, he told the victim that he had to kill her and that he, quote, he doesn't, quote, give orders, I just take them. He will be arraigned today on a wanton endangerment charge.
The time is 6:35 here on WKYT this morning. A Central Kentucky mother is in jail right now, accused of having drugs around her young children. Danville police say they found 32-year-old Tiandra Miller passed out in a living room, surrounded by bags of cocaine and marijuana. Police say it was her 12-year-old son who called for help. Miller's 3 kids are now staying with relatives. She agreed to talk with us from jail, but then later backed out of that interview. Well, it's our most clicked-on story this morning on WKYT.com. A lot of interest in this. 2 high-rise dorms on the UK campus will be empty next semester as the university is trying to decide what to do with them.
UK is considering renovating or demolishing Kerwin and Blanding Towers at a price tag of more than $10 million. The 23-story dorm complex that can house about 1,200 students opened in 1966. The Herald Leader reports closing the dorms means fewer low-cost housing options for students. Kerwin and Blanding Towers are the only UK dorms remaining that cost less than $3 grand a semester.
Well, in less than 24 hours, Kentucky voters will head to the polls in the primary election. A low voter turnout is projected this year, just about 10% statewide, according to the Secretary of State. One of the most watched races, no doubt, will be the Republican race for governor. Our WKYT Herald Leader Bluegrass poll from last week shows a dead heat among Republican candidates Matt Bevin, James Comer, and Hal Heiner. We couldn't find events listed for any of those candidates today. There'll be a lot of them making phone calls, shaking hands in the hopes of locking in some votes for tomorrow. Of course, WKYT is your home for Election Day coverage, and we'll have live updates on air beginning at 6 o'clock on our newscast tomorrow night, and then beginning at 6:30 we'll have special coverage on WKYT.com. But look for coverage throughout the day on air and online.
Well, the Kentucky Board of Education asking the public to help decide what to look for in a new state education commissioner. Commissioner Terry Holliday announced in April he will retire August 31st. Now the board has come up with a list of characteristics to look for in Holliday's successor and wants the public to give feedback before the board finalizes the list. The public can comment and submit other feedback on the State Department of Education's website.
Central Kentucky County is now the fastest growing county in the state. According to the Lexington Herald Leader, Scott County is now officially a boom town. One realtor who has an office in Georgetown says the Toyota plant is contributing to the population boom there. In addition, the state's biggest high school is Scott County High School. The Herald Leader also says that census data shows that the county is drawing residents from some surrounding counties, including Fayette County. Well, Kentucky Derby winner American Pharoah is expected to arrive at Churchill Downs today after winning the Preakness convincingly.
It was a very exciting race. I was watching that. He'll now be up for possibly making a run for the coveted Triple Crown. We've been here before, 13 times in fact, since 1978 that a horse has won the first 2 legs of the Triple Crown, only to disappoint at the Belmont. Trainer Bob Baffert said American Pharoah will run in the Belmont only if he's in excellent health. And we were just discussing this. That'll be about 3 weeks. So hopefully that'll be be enough recovery time.
Well, that's the thing, and he just says, you know, it has been tough, these two races, the Derby and now the Preakness, and so he's going to be sure that American Pharoah is ready to go.
Well, that horse definitely smoked him all. I mean, he had such a wide lead at the end of that race. It was amazing, you know, so you would think that maybe he will be able to just recuperate just fine and be out there at Belmont.
We'll see you soon.
Well, let's check to see how traffic is moving for you this morning.
Let's go out to Officer Don with a check on live drive traffic. Good morning, Don.
Good morning. Want to give you the heads up. They'll be working on Palumbo today between Todd's Road and Liberty. Watch for a lane closure there as needed. That'll start impacting things if you use that to cut across here in the next few minutes. Now, the inner and outer loops of Man of War are moving okay right now. No real major delays to deal with from Versailles Road over toward the interstate. As we get a live look at Broadway and High Downtown, where traffic is picking up, but still moving okay. On our Waze map, live drivers on the way in, and they're reporting it's a smooth ride on the north side at the moment between Boardwalk and Winchester Road. South side looks good. Nicholasville Road, Southland Drive, all that. So far, no major issues. Now back to you.
Okay, thank you so much. 6:40 now, 20 before 7 on WKYT this morning as you get with it, get ready to go here on your Monday.
Hope it is shaping up to be a nice one. A new attraction has taken people taking off their clothes?
It does.
Okay, yeah, I guess to get in
drink.
water before grabbing a drink. A look at the new bar in about 5 minutes.
I guess we'll see where that one goes. First Alert Defender live radar. Scattered thunderstorms heading our way near Nashville at this moment. We'll have more toward the afternoon, too. And I'll take you into your latest forecast. What's back behind this? Really nice air. And I'll show you how low we go with those temperatures coming up.